The movie begins with Bowser, the king of the Koopas, planning to wreak havoc on the land protected by the superstars and gain the power to become invincible. Bowser makes a grand arrival in the land of penguins, determined to obtain the penguins' treasure at all costs. The penguins try to defend themselves by throwing snowballs, but are unable to resist Bowser and his army. Eventually, he destroys the Ice Kingdom and causes big trouble for the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario, and Luigi. His Mario lives in real-world Brooklyn, where he is a plumber with his own business. I am working as, if you have a problem with your pipes, you can call these plumbers, and they will do the work for you. In Brooklyn, Mario worked with his partner Spike, but quit due to the terms, and is now self-employed with his younger brother. This part of the movie takes inspiration from older Super Mario games such as Wrecking Crew, where Spike appeared. Mario and Luigi live with their parents, much to their dismay as they fail to achieve their career goals, especially after destroying a rich woman's toilet. One day, Mario and Luigi go to investigate underground pipes. A massive leak that no one can stop is flooding the city, and Mario and Luigi head there to test their plumbing skills. What seems like an ordinary day at work, little did they know, would be the first step to a new life. A giant, magical pipe sucks the Mario brothers in, and they travel through space to another dimension, where they end up separated despite their best efforts to stay together. Something similar happened in the first real Mario movie. Mario and Luigi cross dimensions and get lost in another world. Mario comes to this new world as before, through the pipe. To his surprise, he discovers that he is not Brooklyn. Here, Mario tells them that he lost his brother Luigi and that he needs to be found because he seems to have fallen into a pretty dark place. Toad is very kind, but is convinced that Luigi is dead and agrees to help Mario, and the journey to Toad Town begins. In this fantasy land where toads live, there are things like coin blocks that you can hit to get resources. Why didn't anyone invent this? This enchanting place is full of shops and restaurants. On the other hand, there are companies that are building platforms that are probably familiar to anyone who's ever played a Super Mario game. The whole city is full of pipes, and once you step into one, you never know where you'll end up. So it's a complete mess, even for Mario, the pipe expert. After many mishaps, Toad and Mario finally reach their destination, Princess Peach's castle in the Mushroom Kingdom. While Mario is having fun playing with Toad, Luigi is also having a lot of fun after landing in the Kingdom of Shadows. As you may know, Luigi is a very fearful cat, and he showed that in the Luigi Villa game. At that moment, he is having a really hard time as a pile of bones emerges from the ground and tries to trap him. Despite his efforts, he falls into a trap and is captured by Bowser's henchmen and taken by Balloon to their hideout. Kamek warns King Koopa that humans have arrived in the Mushroom Kingdom and could jeopardize his plans for conquest, and they happen to be holding another human being hostage. Bowser tortures Luigi a little to learn more about Mario and his plans. Luigi, along with Penguin, her rebellious henchman, and the very pessimistic Luma, are trapped in a small cell above a pit of lava, and Luigi and the others find themselves in an even more dire situation. The person in charge, Princess Peach, receives disturbing news that Bowser is planning an invasion of the Mushroom Kingdom and Toad Town. The Mushroom Kingdom and Toad Town may suffer the same fate as the Penguin Kingdom. The problem is that Toad people aren't exactly warriors. In fact, they're just so adorable that they decide to ask for help from the Jungle Monkeys, a neighboring kingdom. Mario meets Peach at the castle and asks for her help in rescuing her brother. The princess is surprised to have met another human, and she agrees to accompany him if she passes the skills test. But of course, Mario is just a resourceful plumber, so Princess Peach decides to test his fighting abilities. The first step is to become a master of jumping and platforming, practicing with a robot that mimics Bowser's minions. This part is inspired by Super Mario Bros. And features many familiar enemies from the game, albeit in robot versions. Princess Peach also takes the opportunity to teach Mario how to move and is able to move much better than we thought. Mario almost surpasses her, and Peach finally decides he is worthy. The next day, they set off on a journey to the Monkey Kingdom. This isn't the first time he's encountered Toad, who accompanies him on his adventures. They travel to various worlds well known from games such as Super Mario Odyssey, Sand Kingdom, Super Mario 64's Bob-omb Battlefield, and even the apple-loving Yoshi's Island. During an intimate moment between Princess, Mario, and Toad, Peach reveals that she is also from the human world. I don't know how she came to the Mushroom Kingdom, but when she was still a baby, Toad adopted her and declared her his queen. The power of the fire flower is shown here, and Peach promises Mario that she will save her brothers. This is the first time in history that Princess Peach's origin is revealed. Meanwhile, an important fact has been revealed. Since Bowser's true goal is to marry Peach, she practices the piano in order to sing her songs to Peach. He's already tried this with Super Mario Fantasy and was almost successful. But it seems like that was his biggest wish from the beginning. Unfortunately, the reception at Monkey Kingdom isn't as warm as they had hoped, and the grumpy Kong is left with punches left and right, and the cats are too cute to face off against the gorillas. Cat Mario's powers overwhelm Donkey Kong, who is ultimately defeated, and the grumpy man agrees to help in the showdown with Bowser. There, they embark on a journey back to the Mushroom Kingdom, where they can assemble their own cars with little effort by changing the body, wheels, and opting for a hang glider, utilizing the latest APE technology and electrification. I decided to go out. The structure of these vehicles is the same as in the Mario Kart series, starting with the Nintendo 3DS version of Mario Kart 7. Once everyone has a car, they set off on a journey back to the Mushroom Kingdom, but this is thwarted by Bowser's minions. They ambush Mario and his friends and force them into an epic Mario Kart-style battle on Rainbow Road. Here, the princess uses anti-gravity technology on her bike, allowing her to ride along walls like we saw in Mario Kart 8. With this and hang her glider, she can prevent Toad from falling into the abyss. However, Mario and Donkey Kong were not so lucky as they hit a blue seashell and fell into the sea. However, his bad luck doesn't end there, as he is soon eaten by a giant mare. The remaining monkeys are captured and sent to prison. Peach and Toad arrive at the castle in time and warn everyone that Bowser is about to attack. They fail to escape, and Bowser ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom to propose to the princess. He threatens to kill Toad if she doesn't say yes. So finally, she accepts. Meanwhile, in the cell, Kamek announces that he will sacrifice everyone in attendance to lava as offerings for Peach and Bowser's wedding. Mario and Donkey Kong are in a desperate situation due to Molly, but they miraculously escape using the barrel thruster and soon arrive at the Mushroom Kingdom. Surrounded by Bowser's minions, a fierce battle ensues, and Mario and Donkey Kong use the raccoon suit and fire flower to restore order to the city. You begin your climb to Bowser's castle, where your wedding to Paige will take place. The princess reluctantly prepares for the ceremony, but Toad gives her a beautiful bouquet of flowers to help her through her ordeal. Paige comes to the altar with all the prisoners who will be sacrificed. Suddenly, she pulls an ice flower from the bouquet placed by Toad, freezing Bowser and his minions. The Bob-omb King catches fire and explodes, leaving a desolate scene and the princess losing her powers. Luckily, Mario and Donkey Kong arrive just in time to stop the victim and save Peach. Bowser partially unfreezes and activates Bonsai Bill, which completely destroys the Mushroom Kingdom. Raccoon Mario heads towards him, changes trajectory, and hits the pipe Mario arrived at. This results in interdimensional travel, sending Bowser's floating castle to Brooklyn, and the final battle begins. Bowser gains the upper hand over Mario, but Peach manages to steal the superstar from Kamek and give it to the Plumber Brothers. Filled with power, they were able to defeat Bowser by feeding him mini mushrooms and trapping him in a jar. This is a reference to the beginning of Super Mario 3D World, where Bowser catches a fairy in a bottle. Here he is, the one who ends up in his one. The Mushroom Kingdom is safe, and Mario eventually wakes up in his room in Brooklyn. But when he opens the window, he finds himself in his new home, the Mushroom Kingdom. This explains why, in some games like Paper, his Mario, the plumber's house, is in the Mushroom Kingdom instead of Brooklyn. Because he's definitely moving into this new world. In the secret scene, Yoshi's egg is brought to Brooklyn, and the egg appears to open. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed this film recap and want more, subscribe now, like, and share captivating stories with your friends. Tell me which movie you'd like me to summarize next. See you soon.